Good morning, this is Airpost Creations 2021. This is my Shaman Oracle reading for the new week. Today I read for Aries, Taurus, Gemini and Cancer. And this reading here is for Cancer. Welcome, Cancer. The reading starts with every little thing you do is magic tarot. The card that came out for you is the Oracle of Swords. There is no Oracle card in the traditional tarot deck, so the Oracle here relates to the Queen of Swords. The Oracle or the Queen is an intuitive and fast-paced ruler. She knows how to get what she wants. With confidence and with wisdom, she carries the heaviest of burdens with grace. You too can lead with your head while your heart remains steady and remains sure, is the message. You value compassion and empathy, but right now they are distractions from your astute judgment. So trust in your ability to see things truthfully and to let it like it is. No bullshit here. You can channel the vibe of the message by relying on the Crystal Azurite. The Crystal Azurite is about decisiveness, about shaking it off, and emotional depth. The good tarot is next. Out came the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man relates to surrender. See, this sacrifice and surrender are necessary at times like this. Nothing in life is free, nor does everything happen according to my timetable. When the card appears in my reading, I am reminded that a delay is in my best interest, that until all the elements are in place, I meant to surrender to the greater will for the highest good of all. Time for me to let go of my attachment to how I thought things had to be, and I am called to surrender and to wait to see how things play out. The psychic tarot card for you is Truth. The qualities of this card illustrate spiritual awakening, clarity, the revelation of truth, and cosmic consciousness. At times it takes a wake-up call to get your attention and show how far you need to go. So the card comes forth to do just that. Evaluation of the past, along with the lessons that you have learned or still need to understand, must be now your top priority. Doing so will enable you to forgive, accept, and heal so that you can move forward in a balanced and spiritually mindset. The Truth card reminds you that a significant change must be made in a certain area of your life, but do not make any hasty decisions. Take your time, for any choices or alterations must be weighed and evaluated with the most careful and the wisest of judgments. Whatever steps you take now will have far-reaching consequences, more than you will ever know. Using the powers of the universe and blending them with a little help from the physical world will assist you in bringing about clarity and a shift of awareness. What was once not obvious will now be realized and understood. So be honest with yourself and trust what you know to be true. And this card, truth here, relates to the traditional tarot card, which is judgment. The oracle of these seven energies is great big love, and says that love without any conditions, romantic love, and how that experience changes you, deep and profound harmonious connections, and soul mate energy. The message is that love heals all wounds and begins all life. It sustains you when you are starving for grace, and when you stumble and fall, and when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now is the time to fall in love and call in the awareness of the great big love that made you, which is ever pulsating through your veins. There is a heightened sense of awareness in the beginning stages of a relationship, when nothing else matters but who is in front of you. You see them, you see yourself in them, and you move in sync with the cadence of your hearts. You surrender to the magic that you share, and you engage in a harmonious dance with which is seamless in its movements, rising and falling with each moment, with each breath. And although this card may portend such an intimate connection, you do not have to wait for a partner to experience it. You are being invited now to explore love in all its beauty. Ask, can I love without conditions, without needing things to be perfect? Do I love my life, what I do, and how I contribute to this world? Today, invite love with a capital L into your inquiry. You will be amazed, and your very question may be changed as a result. Love is the strength you need today, the lens you must look through to find the truth and to find your way. Love is the way, the only way, and also the only answer. Nature's Whispers card for you is be in service, saying to give back to the world, because when we give in equal proportion to that which we receive, then we are able to maintain balance. There are so many people who are in need of your services. Being in service can be a simple and a kind word, holding a door open, or joining in a clean-up effort. So look to nature and its abilities to support according to what is needed at that time. Your efforts in supporting other people which are around you will help to create the energy needed to support humanity. And the last card is from the Goddess Within Oracle deck. Out came Medusa. She says you are profoundly acknowledged for the hurt you have been dealt in your life. Allow these words to hold you in love and soothe you as you are seen in your pain. Medusa is commonly known as the Greek monster who turns the man to stone with just one stern gaze. And before she was a gorgon, a snake-haired winged female from the Greek mythology, she was a beautiful maiden. And while she served as a priestess of Athena, the goddess Athena, Medusa was raped by Poseidon, the sea god, within the walls of one of Athena's temples. And instead of being protected and cared for after her abuse, Medusa incurred the wrath of Athena, who cursed her to become the monster she is now known for. Medusa is the epitome of the archetype of a villain born from victimhood. Not only was she raped by the god Poseidon, but a fellow woman has banished her afterwards. So Medusa's message to you is that you are acknowledged, you are seen, and you are validated. You are not being asked to do anything and are not given solutions or a higher perspective. In this moment, you are seen for the human that you are and the pain that you are experiencing. So take a moment to put your hand over your heart and acknowledge the unfairness of the pain you have been subjected to in your life. Allow yourself to feel whatever it is at your core, whether anger at the atrocities accosted to you and others, betrayal of being hurt by people who were meant to love you, or any other injustices that you have experienced. Today, you are not being asked to let go or to forgive. Instead, this is a time to acknowledge your grief, your despair, or your sadness. Sometimes part of a healing path is stopping for a moment and allowing yourself to feel your victimhood and accept that people can be utterly cruel to each other. For now, it is essential to put aside any spiritual perspectives you may have been told about manifestation or soul contracts. To honor yourself and to tap in your pain, you may have to acknowledge that you, as a human being, did not choose to be hurt. Sometimes healing requires you to see the higher perspective of your existence, knowing that it serves a purpose, that this is not one of those times. You would not tell a small child that they ask to be heard before coming into this life, or that they need to be strong. So give yourself this same gentleness and allow a moment of silent solace for the hurt parts of you. And this then is your healing. That was the reading for you, Cancer. Thank you very much for listening. I do wish you a beautiful day today. I wish you a very good start in this new week. May the week be good to you. I'm sending lots of love out to you. Take care and goodbye.